This is my first video on a full hide, the entire process of it, so this is only my second time I've done a hide, so that's the finished result right there, but you'll get to see the rest of it soon. Let's get into it. And once you're done fleshing the hide, you want to salt it immediately. You are supposed to do this step twice. I just forgot to record it the first time. And pretty much what you're doing here is you're salting the hides on the skin. You do that twice, 24 hours each time. And then you fold it skin on skin. Then you just put it in a bucket. Probably should have put a rock in there or something so it wasn't just soaking in its own nastiness, but oh well. Oh yeah. This is the second day I got it out, so I am now just going to take off all the salt. Rinse it all out. That's me trying my best to shake it all out. And then I cut off some of the extra bits that still had flesh on it. And tried to wipe off as much salt as I could. Now there are probably so many ways you could do this, but I gave it a salt bath. Probably needed to use a lot more salt than that, but there's still a lot of salt left on the hide, so I just said, here's half of a can. And then I put a rock on it so the hide would stop floating. And then I got up the next day after leaving it sit for 8 hours, took it out. And then I let it dry for probably way too long. This is what my hide looks after having it be dry for a couple of days. You definitely don't want it to dry this hard. You want it to be a lot more pliable than this. And then I used Hunter Hide Tanning Formula. I don't know if I said that right. Hide Formula Tanning Solution. It's on Amazon. You can find it anywhere. On Amazon. And you should probably use gloves while doing this, because who knows what's inside of that bottle. And you just use one full bottle as the bottle told me to, so I did. So now what I'm just gonna do, I'm just gonna scrape at this with a piece of wood. Oh, it's this piece of wood. Until I can work all that stuff in. Get it all nice and leather-like. And then I scraped at it with a board. It wasn't working that well, so I and I went back and forth between a lot of things, trying to get it soft and leather-like and get all the crap that didn't dry off of it. So, see, there's a little bit of rubbing. A little bit of rubbing did, and I rubbed it against a tree too. I rubbed it against a lot of things to try to get all that stuff off, but eventually, I just took a grinder to it. So. That got a lot of it off. That helped a lot. And then I got it nice and soft like that, a little bit on the stomach right there. That was my full video on the deer hide, so I hope you learned something. Bye bye now.